And hello, everybody. Welcome to Monster Hunter World. I'm Robin and Jack without a C, and today we're going to explore a new area. So, hello, Celestial. Hello, Judge. Hello, Rose. Hello, Loi.
Hey, partner.
Let's head out on an expedition into the Great Ravine. Ooh, I'm getting goosebumps. Hi, Alurkin. Wow. Very good. Okay, so we don't actually need to go too nuts with stuff, but we are going to bump up our defense. We don't know what we're going to find. Did you see Peanut Butter Speedrun? I did not. So, hey everybody. AGDQ is officially up and live. So if you're hanging out here instead of there, thank you. And also, what? Anyway, I did miss the first 2 days because I didn't know it started. One of the problems with moving to Blue Sky from Twitter is that I don't have notifications for that, which means I need to adjust some things. So it went 2 days. I didn't start watching until the Dead Space remake run. I feel dumb about that. But I'm going to go back through the VODs, check out whatever I can, because that seems like a lot of fun. Let's head on to the Great Ravine. This is the third area for Monster Hunter World. Brand new for this stream. Let's do it. Oh, hopefully everybody's doing well. I myself am a little banged up. And I'll talk a little bit about it. But basically, Portland is covered not in snow, but ice that looks like snow. That stuff hurts. The dog speedrunner. That's right. I was really looking forward to that and I missed it. Oh my god.
Great, we made it. Let's start by finding a way forward.
Okay, so the Great Ravine is actually a really fun place.
I think we can get through if we head this way.
Well, let's head up and see where the handle's going to take us. All my US homies are getting a Thimbleventer experience. Yeah.
Zora Magdaros went straight through. We didn't even slow it down.
Well, I bruised their butt, y'all. Very close, yeah. I don't sit right now. As long as it was consensual, it's okay. Yeah. Specifically, I bruised the top of my feet, my thigh bone.
Look at this massive fissure it made. This
I
is
fell
the power of
safely,
an Elder Dragon.
but I landed right on there. Everybody's been going through it at the house, and I benefited from getting out,
We gotta be careful not to fall here.
going to a club, chilling out, grabbing a drink. Which was not fully advisable because, like, Portland is
we're getting
covered in
close.
ice. And, on my way out, I just tripped and fell on our very slanty driveway. Yeah, I normally can't sit straight, but now I can't sit straight for health reasons. That wasn't even, like, the worst thing that happened to me that night. Perfect time to stream Lost Planet. Oh, God. Hey, if anybody wants that on the list, I can make it happen. It's so easy.
Race you down there.
There are a couple of areas in this game that are just, like, obsessively pretty. This one's meant to resemble ocean floors and coral reefs.
Come on, this way.
It is definitely the prettiest biome in this game, which is saying something. And they do such a good job of it. Oh, hey! Now what are you? Well, game over. Hey, you good? Hey, does anybody want a badass granny? In this house, we love badass grannies. Yes. We're also about to meet one of my other favorite characters, She.
You awake? I don't know where we are.
The Third Fleet Master is a whole frickin' vibe. Oh. Hello. You're awake. Do you remember your fall? A friend of ours found you napping in the Vale and carried you here. But, more to the point, congratulations. You found the Third Fleet. I'm their leader, to the extent that still means something. And this is our research base. Our fleet consists entirely of scholars. Which fleet are you with? How did you get here? What happened in the Great Ravine? I see. So this Zora Magdaros, yeah, was the latest elder dragon to make the crossing, and it breached the Great Ravine when you tried to capture it? Well, I suppose after all this time, we may get to finally do what we came here for. I must say that I'm stimulated. Well, let's not waste any time. We need to pick up Zora Magdaros' trail. An expedition into the Coral Highlands might be fruitful. Wouldn't you agree? For obvious reasons, that is what we call the surrounding area. A nice, thorough expedition should reveal the Highland secrets. It's a good idea, is it not? I know it's a good idea. I came up with it. Now go, quickly.
Doing a careful expedition into the Coral Highlands sounds like a good idea to me.
And now we get melding. Hey there. Would you mind taking this? It's a charm. It's the subject of all of my research. I believe it may improve one of your equipment skills or even give you a new one. Go on, give it a try. Since being stranded in the Coral Highlands, I've been studying the first Wyverian's melding techniques. It's been a long, arduous process, but at long last, I've managed to produce this one charm. I've been waiting for ages for a hunter to come along and try it out in the field. Give it lots of love for me, okay? Hell yeah. Defense charm. Defense charm. Love it. Okay, I don't think we have anything else here that we really need to go after. Ooh, what's over here? Oh, yeah. Samham is just chilling out. Excellent. Okay. In which case, the Great Ravine has been replaced with the research base just a little bit. So now we get to go to the Coral Highlands. Third Fleet, made up entirely of scientists, has been lost for over a decade, and they knew they couldn't get out because none of them had the muscle. So they've just been hanging out doing science and smoking opium this whole time. And good on them. These guys know how to party or what? Oh, yeah. I love how the leader of the research and science division is just the gayest woman. It's good shit.
Oh, yeah.
Seems a monster known as Tsitsiyaku inhabits these parts. Want to take a look? And while we're at it, look for a good campsite. Think we'll find any traces of Zora Magdaros here? Hot damn. I love how invaluable the handler is. So yeah. Let's unpack a little Andalore for just a second. Grew up in Texas. And only other place I lived in before living in Oregon was Georgia. So very rarely did I ever encounter snow and ice. Or, ooh, you know what? We got wigglers. What are wigglers? Don't worry about it. Damn. I wanted one. Fine.
Ooh.
Get you a girl who can cook anything you kill. Exactly. You understand. So, when coming into town, I wasn't fully expecting, like, a ton of snow, but I was excited for the possibility. And then, of course, the first year we were here, we had a freak snowstorm of, like, I don't know, I think the final tally was somewhere around 8 or 9 inches of snow. Which was a hoot. And wisely, we did not leave the house for the entire time. The city was shut down. And we hadn't seen anything like that since. This year was the first time we got a lot of snow. And we live up in the mountains right now. Which you might think, oh, that's all the way out. Like, that's all the way out in the boonies. No, it's not. It's very close by because the Pacific Northwest is mountainous. But one of the things we had to realize is that the weather conditions up in the mountains are basically just like down in the flatlands, but worse. So, on top of everything else being iced in a majority of Portland, we also have a whole bunch of hilly areas, which we live in. And one of the things I ran into last night after my little beefing on the ice just outside of the driveway, which should have been my first hint, I should have stayed home, was that when I got back, I couldn't get the car up the hill. It just wouldn't go. There were only so many roads I could use to go up, but none of them worked. So I wound up just parking about a block away. Anyway, I found out the cars are very fun when they go off traction. Only 5 or 10 minutes from a metro area, but the roads to our neighborhood are so steep and winding that we're just stuck in place. Yeah. Would not recommend. Anyway, here's the Tsitsiyaku. The Fletcher Pokemon. Hey, bud.
Hey, partner.
So, first things first. First order of business. We need to break his head. Ouchie. Ouchie. Luckily, we got good defense, but he is just knocking us around. Damn it. Got us. But we got far enough away. And Samham came in clutch. So yeah, I took the spill, and when I parked about a block away, I mentioned the harsh weather conditions, right? Up in the mountains. I had to walk uphill, not in the snow, but on the ice, into strong headwinds. This is the second time in my life I've been able to say I walked uphill both ways. I got to have my old fogey moment. The first time being when I was like 12. Oh, let's get out of the way. The Flash is conic, so all we have to do is get to his side. About 45-degree angle. Pretty easy to dodge if you're up close. Very hard to dodge when you're far away. So I wound up freezing my butt off. lungs affected by sub-zero wind chill. Fair thought for all the food delivery guys playing real life Death Stranding as we speak. Yeah, Portland was ready for it. A lot of people were like, you know what? No, we're gonna stay in. It's fine. Of course, there are fools who do not consider reason. Okay. Damn it. There we go. It's fine, we're good. We don't actually have to fight the CC Yaku. But screw it. He wants to fight? We'll fight. Boop. Oh wait, that didn't do anything. Crap. That's fine. Puddle Pod is really only for certain ailments. Really, we need a spare thought for the homeless. Shelters filled up fast. Yeah, Portland has a lot of homeless. A lot of them kind of just live on the streets in downtown, but they're strewn about. And Portland has a lot of anti-homeless encampments, which, hey, sucks if you don't actually have any way for the homeless to get shelter. I know there are people out there who are like, oh, but, you know, whatever. Here's a whole bunch of, like, bullshit beliefs about homeless people and how they can just pull themselves up by the bootstraps if they just did that. No. No. So, yeah, it was not good. If it was bad for me just for like the 10-15 minutes I spent walking uphill, you can imagine what it's like for somebody who doesn't have a house to cozy up in. Governor was real proud that we hit our homeless housing quota last year, but the quota was less than 1,000 units, so that's frustrating. Yeah, it's not great. But Portland does not treat its homeless well, and that there was an improvement on previous factors. I just fully believe that if you have homeless, that's a structural problem. That's a systemic problem. That is something that should be a sign that your system is bad. But what do I know? I'm a dirty leftist. Let's see, can we... I wish I could just lock onto his head. Come on, let's bust it. You don't need your head anymore. Come on. Yeah. Ooh. Ooh, thank you for that. Ow! Come on. Come on, break your head. Break your head. You don't need your head anymore. Just screw off. We don't need it. Come on. You're being a fool. And boom. Parts broken. And now I look like a sad dog. I love it. I always come into streams thinking, you know what? I don't need to get... I don't need to bother people with politics. And then sometimes I'm just like, fuck that. Why are you still flashing? Also, why are you still standing? Gosh, you are a tough little boy, huh? Yeah. Maybe we can cut off your tail, too. Wouldn't that be fun? Let's have him limp away. Hell yeah. Again, we don't need to kill him. But I want his parts. Oh. So, long story short about the trials and tribulations of last night. I'm gonna be recuperating just a little bit, not getting out too much, not straining myself. And maybe enjoy my time here. Just a little bit more consistently. Also, probably should mention, hey, after Monday, I'm gonna be going on small medical leave for I'm not sure how long. Monday will be our last stream until I get to the point where I'm good. Hey! Hello, Palumu. One of my, like, I know one of Lark's favorite new monsters in the series. And definitely one of mine. Just a big, fluffy bastard. Hello, Harry BB. And yes, we're winning very good. How are you? Are you doing good? And for everyone, including Harry, any new games y'all are playing? Anything you're excited for? Apart from, of course, Like a Dragon 8, Infinite Wealth, which I am counting the days. Oh, hey, Caden. How you doing? And yeah, we're doing so much Monster Hanston. You gotta Hanst. I wanna Hanst. Monst. I want to Hanst. For every GDQ watcher who's deciding to hang out here instead. Thank you. The pull, the draw is so powerful. How about me? I am slightly injured, but doing okay. I'm still like roughing it out a little bit after bruising my thigh bone on account of all the ice here. But you know what? Honestly, worked out fine. Give myself a much needed break and an excuse to keep physical labor low. Still going through Quantum Break, which so far is really exceeding my expectations. For some reason, I had pigeonholed it as a gimmicky black sheep kind of game, but no, it's actually really cool. I still classify it as a black sheep because I think there are some hooks that it misses, but it is a fun game. Like, it's not their strongest effort, but they still put their whole ass into it. And live action segments are fun. Lance Reddick is in it. It was great. Quantum Break, everybody. It's usually on Game Pass, like all the time. And it is worth playing. In fact, it's worth playing twice. It's a treat. Just don't go in expecting Alan Wake 2, and you're good. I don't think Control would have happened without it. Okay, come on, dude. You don't need to be alive anymore. You don't. Now stop being horrifically cold where I am. Oh yeah, the polar vortex finally got out of your way. And got to watch a dog speed run today. Hell yes. I got to go back for that. I missed it, unfortunately. Mentioned earlier, I did not know GDQ was going until like 2 days in. I only started with the Dead Space remake run last night. A lot of the action gameplay feels like a first run at shooting, but with powers that Control perfects. Yeah. It's a test run, and it was definitely like, we're getting paid to make a game. but we are going to make the hell out of it. And we're going to be very much what we're about. I think that's like one of the cool things about Quantum Break is that, yes, it is kind of an anomaly. But it very much feels like a really great growing game as Remedy kind of enters into the world of modern AAA. They had a smoother transition into current gen than I think a lot of developers did. All right. CC Yaku is onion rings. And now we're going to scrape its parts. There we go. Get that bone pile. And now, we need to find where that other campsite is. Let's see. I guess we're just going to be searching. And that'll be just fine. And we also need to, sharpen. Bone pile? That's what I call my bed. Hell yeah. Right now, although we did fight the CC Yaku, we're not actually hunting monsters, we're looking for another campsite. We're currently on an expedition where we don't have access to a lot of new resources, so we are taking the opportunity to explore the Coral Highlands, the third area of Monster Hunter World, which obviously is modeled after ocean floors and coral reefs, and it's so pretty. Let's see, I wonder, is there anything that'll help us just go after our goal here? I suppose we could just chase after the Palumu, but it's gorgeous even in the dark. Yeah, it's so pretty. I love it. We're gonna be crossing paths with the Palumu again.
Wow, what an incredible ecosystem. Have you ever seen anything like this? Has anyone? Come on, let's go exploring.
The great thing about different areas in Monster Hunter is that you never quite know what you're going to find. Each area has its own specific material assortments, different monsters, different endemic life. You don't get everything from one area at any time. Something that I think Monster Hunter Generations did that I thought was interesting was a more roguelike, like, procedural map of sorts that was like an alternate mode, a precursor to, well, maybe not a precursor, but definitely something similar to the way Expeditions shaped out, where you could go out, you never know what you were going to find. It was a nice fun time where, like, you just hop in, you didn't know what you were going to get too clearly. You play around, have fun. But here, you get these big damn open environments that you just get to go to. And it's since become the standard for Monster Hunter. Did I just wind up back where I was? Yeah, I did. I so did. I am a fool. But it does mean we can now move to the east. Ugh. So, I think something that Lark and I are going to end up doing fairly soon is replaying Final Fantasy VII Remake while we wait for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I personally really loved Final Fantasy VII Remake. I know it wasn't everybody's cup of tea, and while I did have issues with it, they were fairly small compared to what I got out of it. Like, I genuinely thought the characterization in Remake was so unbearably good that it basically made me feel like, oh, Square Enix actually does understand these characters. Every single Final Fantasy VII collection game that came out after the base game, I always felt like the characterizations were weird or off, especially characters like Aerith. Cloud was less interesting, more stoic. Tifa kind of fell flat in a lot of games. And other characters barely got anything. Unless it was Vincent. But what about Final Fantasy VII Reloaded? Listen, I'm personally holding out for Resurrection so I can buy the box set. Oh, I don't want to fight this guy. We're gonna go away. It eclipsed the original characterization somehow. I think they really just like honed in on the actual dialogue of the first game and was like, well, if we're going to expand it, we're going to give characters more of an opportunity to be the characters that they were designed to be. They did a really great job.
I think we could build the camp here. Let's ask the head honchos. Sounds like the research base has a new guest. Want to go back and check in? And maybe grab something to eat?
Hell yeah. Let's go. Okay. So, back to the research base. Come on. Let me go. Let me go. It's not going to let me yet. Wait. Let's see. How do I return from expedition? Hell yeah. Not a huge FF guy, but from what I've heard, a lot of 7 spin-offs and stuff focus more on the surface aspects of the characters. For the remake, they actually went back to the original, looked at, yeah, their actual dialogue. Yup. Aerith comes off less like a very pure, mystical, like aloof character, and more like the supernaturally inclined weirdo who loves to eat garbage but also be super cryptic. I love that Aerith. They just did such a good guy. Just such a good job, and that's the thing I am really hoping for with Rebirth, is that they follow up on the dialogue specifically. Everything else looks fun. I'm excited. I want to play Cloud on the Segway. I'm very excited about that, but get the character dialogue right and you have me by the heart. I see that you've returned empty-handed. A shame. Anyway, you have a visitor.
Yo.
Well, look who it is. My 2 favorite hard workers. The 3rd Fleet Master here tells me you went out on an expedition in the Coral Highlands searching for Zora Magdaros clues. She also tells me that there's this rotten veil way down beneath us, which gave me an idea. If we want to be able to access the veil, we need a means to get down there. So, I proposed that we resurrect the wrecked base. As in, rigging it with balloons to reconvert it into an airship. And the leader here is all for it. Oh yes, rig to your heart's content. From the air, we'll be able to survey the rotten veil unimpeded. Hopefully, that's where we'll pick up Zora's trail. The airship engineer said he'll take care of the airship construction. All we need to do is deliver the goods. According to the scholars, materials from a monster called the Palumu are just the ticket. If you take care of the Palumu hunt, that'll free me up to go look for some secondary materials.
Oops.
Deal? Oh, and here. The old man said to give this to you. It's a specialized tool made using materials from the local monsters. Had a handful of biosamples kicking around in Astera, so they decided to put them to use. The old man says he hopes the new gear helps you out in the field. You'll put it to good use, I'm sure.
Get going.
Well, let's get to it. Good luck.
Balloons
And now we've got
sky?
the glider
Oh, this is
mantle.
amazing.
If I remember correctly, this was one of Lark's favorites back when we played a lot together initially. So we're going to change out. We also can get a health booster, which will help us recover our health kind of infinitely. Fair Wind Charm, which gives us an attack boost. Defense Charm. Now we're starting to get some good stuff here. Let's see, what else can we do? Oh, hey! We got a quest to pick up. Spend years in your secluded science drugs refuge, and suddenly 3 dudes all show up together.
What's up?
What's up? I came over as hired muscle to watch the field team leader 6, but these days I'm a runner of the smithy. I heard it was just big brain types out here. The place isn't really kitted out for crafting, especially the whole fire part. So they got me running orders back to the smithy and the Stera. If you need anything, I'll grab it for you. Seriously, whatever you want, just hit me up. So, you need something?
Why, yes. I do want to see if... Nope. We are still kind of short on that, but hey, now we have a means to upgrade our decorations. Okay, is there anything else? Yes, you got something for me. Hello.
Boy,
Oi.
do you want?
What do you want? Oh, sorry about that. I thought you were that loudmouth smithy vendor kid coming up here to annoy me again. Anyway, welcome to the finest resource center around. Well, I guess that's the only resource center around here. None of that matters. Let's get to business, eh? Get a look.
Why, yes. Looks like we haven't actually gotten anything here, but hey, we had enough materials to go ahead and establish a new camp. All because we took care of that Tsitsi Yaku.
That's awesome.
Did you hear, partner? We're making an airship. A flying research base. Is that crazy? Wish we could take to the skies right now, but first, we gotta collect those materials. Let's see. Looks like we're hunting ourselves a Paluma, right?
Yep.
Now, I usually only do one assigned quest a day, but we didn't actually hunt an assigned monster today. So we're gonna do it now. Let's see. Wonder if there's a place to cook around here. Maybe there is and I'm just missing it, but... Ooh, we can also go further down. Linian expert. Hey, what do you got?
Hello.
My darlings here said they'd like to see the world once the airship is completed. Isn't that wonderful? I think it is. It is wonderful. I cannot wait.
Yes, yes. Hello.
Okay. I think we'll just go ahead and pop off now.
All right.
Let's go ahead and get our attack up. Ooh, and we got a good health health buff too. We're gonna pop into our tent and manage our items real quick because we can do a lot of different things.
You can change your weapons and armor. You can use the item box to manage
Without
your
having to like
inventory.
go through the whole process of everything. It's fine. Now, we actually did a lot of research that led us to the Palumu last time. So it's not going to take us quite as long. Ooh, okay. We also got a flash pod, which is going to be really handy for the Palumu. There are different things you can grab for yourself that will allow you to deal with certain nasty attacks that different monsters have. Things like flash pods, piercing pods, so forth. Piercing pods are especially handy, but flash pods help you stun most monsters. It's exceptionally handy in case you see an attack that you're not really good at avoiding, but you really need them to just not do it. Thankfully, we're pretty good and we bounce around super well, so It's my hope. We're not going to need to worry too much. Where's more? Give me more. Give me more. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. Give to me. All right. Now we're going to cross the gaps. Head on up. Boom. Oh. It's time for a cutscene. Oh. God, I just love this creature's neck. The whole puffball thing. It's so good. Okay, so I want to try going after its tail. I want one as a pet. It's so good. And guess what? It's not the only one of its kind. There's actually a variant later that's even better. Just the most adorable fuzzy bats, you know? Just an absolutely great creature. Come on. Oh, nope. Get down. There we go. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, just a phenomenally good creature. I think the Paluma is really representative of what Monster Hunter does to people. Weak point is the neck. It is the neck. And thankfully we are good for damaging his tail. It's armored, but our attacks aren't deflecting. We're just not getting weak point damage. Ooh, hell yeah. Why, yes, I will attach to you. And get a piercing pod. Yeah, I just like going after the tail. It is not necessarily a strategic plan, but it is one I want. All right. So while he's taking to the air... Nope. Oh, dang. Okay, he decided to bounce. That's fine. We'll catch up. Pretty sure the tail doesn't come off of this one. No! I'll trust you on that because I don't want to run the risk of... not wasting my time, but not putting my eggs in a basket that I don't get to keep, you know? Okay, let's see if we can get up on him. Forgot to... Oh, God. Oh. There we go. Not where I wanted those bullets to go, but not terrible. Thank you, Samham. Whoa. Ow. Rude. Oh, crap. That was not my smartest move. That's fine. Take a little sippy. And right after he does that, we're going to sharpen. Dang it. Up. Focus on the cat. God damn. can be broken, but not severed. I mean, breaks are good too. Dude. I was trying to do a thing and you very rudely interrupted me. How dare you? That's fine. I'm sure if someone interrupted my nap time, I would also expand my neck to the size of one of those humongous beach balls that people get lost downtown and just takes up half the size of a city street. Which totally happened in Dallas, Texas one year while I was in community college, and I still think about that day a lot. There's no other story behind it. Just somebody had a gigantic inflatable beach ball that was about the width of a city street, and kind of lost control of it. Oh, I love the way he just bounces off the ground when he tries to strike. Like a Pico hammer. Oh, no. Flap, flap. There we go. Get into demon mode. Now, if I want to get him down quickly, I can always use a flash pod. Flash pods, however, can be less effective the more you use them. So sometimes it's good not to use them too much. But now's a good time, so we're gonna do it. Not quite a break. Oh, we did get a small stun off him. Cheeky feet. You don't need to be alive anymore. Oh, that's a second run. Usually we're not too far out from a win. He's so cute. And everybody glums onto different monsters in Monster Hunter whenever they play. Like, whenever you get into Monster Hunter, you're going to find one that you're just like, I love this creature. I'm going to have so much fun killing him, and I'm going to wear his clothes, and I'm going to look so good, and I can't wait to see him again. It's one of the underrated parts of Monster Hunter that, like, fans don't really talk about, but they engage in all the time. Because I got a lot of favorites. I love the Tigrex and Zinogre. I love Barioth. None of these we've seen in our playthrough so far, but you might understand why I like them when we get there. The Nargacuga is great. Very Shadow the Hedgehog if it were a giant monster. Which I believe is in this game. Did I get the Mega Potions at some point? No. I didn't. Very rude. But yeah, Monster Hunter is one of those things I want everybody to get into just because it has such a strange effect on the psyche. I've never played a game or a franchise that made me feel the way Monster Hunter does. Ow! Okay, he might knock us out once, because we are stunned and he's still ready for a bit of a bruising. Okay, let's see if we can get this out quick. And boom. Yeah. Come on. All the damage. So much damage. Oh, he ain't doing hot. It may be time to capture. All right, let's sharpen up and get our capture equipment ready. This will probably be the last thing we do for this Monster Hunter stream before we move on to the next game, which is kind of what I wanted it to be. So that works out. Gives me a little bit of wiggle room to play a little more off screen, grind for some creatures and some parts. How is he doing? Just limping along. Oh, second wind. All right, let's go ahead and try it. Ow. Rude. There we go. A successful capture. Hell yeah.
Partner, let's hurry back to the research.
And he's so cute when he's sleeping. Look at that. I love this creature. I love a good nap time. Love an Eepy boy. We got a lot of good stuff out of that. I used a voucher, so I got more rewards. Ah, good stuff. And last, the balloons have been rigged and the airship is ready. All thanks to you and the airship engineer. We've completed preparations on our side as well. Depart whenever you're ready. However, I do have one thing worth mentioning. We never bothered with a test flight. That's not going to be a problem for you, is it? When you're ready, just say the word, and we'll make our descent into the Rotten Vale.
Shouldn't you prepare before you head down to the Rotten Vale?
All right, so before we stop playing Monster Hunter World for the day, we're going to pick up some quests. Right. I meant to tell you. I was wandering the Coral Highlands looking for materials for the airship, and I got to thinking. It'd be a lot easier to move around the Coral Highlands if I put together a rope lift. So I put in a request at the resource center for the parts I need.
Counting on you.
I think it'd make things a lot more convenient, so it'd be great if you could help me out. Counting on you. Ooh, a Shamos hide. Shamoses are smaller creatures, not big damn boys, so we will actually benefit pretty greatly just doing that while on another mission. When I head back to the Astera hub, let's see what we can find. Because also, that's where our Boogie is. Hey, Boogie. He deserves so many scratches. Yeah. And lo and behold, we have so many quests. Oh my god.
Good to see you.
Splendid. The Fifth Fleet. Just what I was looking for. At present, we go-getters are studying the Paolumu's behavior. 3 scholars are prepared to cross the Great Ravine and explore the Coral Highlands if that's what it takes to pursue the Paolumu. The quest is called White Monster for a White Coat. Any assistance you could give would be most appreciated. So, of course, we already captured one, but that one was for another purpose and therefore doesn't count.
Oh, that's right.
Can I ask you a favor? I think I see a way to make the harvest box bigger. It should be easy enough, but I need your help.
Back now.
I told the head honchos what materials I need delivered. Help out when you can, and we'll have a greater harvest in no time. Well, good news, Granny. We already got that.
Hello.
Hey, you. You look like you're not doing anything. How about you take this job off my hands? The old lady at Botanical Research needs some stuff for this fertilizer she's making, but as you can see, I've already got my hands full. Really? You'll do it for me? That's a relief. How'd you finally decide to pitch in around here? Ma'am. You ain't that cute. All right, we got some other bounties that we managed to pick up. Or complete, rather. And then we got deliveries. We need to expand our harvest box. Hell yes. And we're going to do that too. Now, Shortcut to Happiness is going to give us some rope lifts, so we need to eventually go after some Shamoses in the Coral Highlands.
Fine work.
You already made it to far side. My shooting stars, always shooting past my expectations. Well done. I need to tell you what the scholars have deduced from observing Zora Magdaros. They think it has a tremendous amount of bioenergy stored up inside it. And that bioenergy is extremely volatile. Great news, right?
Listen up.
Well, we can't predict what will happen to it or to us. All we can do is keep pressing forward with our research. Just promise, we'll be extra cautious.
Car light your way.
Hell yeah. And we still got one or two more that we're going to pick up before we sign off for now. Ooh, the smithy has something for us. What do you got? What do you got? What do you got? Hey, bud.
There you are, Fiver.
So, Fiver, how do you like the new hunting ground? Things have gotten interesting around here. The fissure in the ravine has allowed us to bring a steady supply of materials from the far side back to Astera. I'm working on integrating those materials into our offerings here at the smithy. Have a look at the new upgrade branches for your weapon. I think you might be pleasantly surprised. What are we hammering together this time?
I want more powerful blades. Looks like there are still some materials we haven't discovered. If you see question marks, it mostly means you never gathered that material. But it doesn't mean that you don't have access to it. It just means that, you gotta spend some time figuring out what all you need. We're also going to check out what new armor we can get. So we got the Paluma gear, which is just big and puffy. I love this thing. We got the Tsitsi-Yaku armor, which honestly is a vibe. With like the weird dog ear horns, the goggles, the very scaly armor. It's good stuff. Then of course we can get some Shamos goggles, which I think is neat. Hello, Lindsay. How are you? How you doing? How you doing, good? How you doing? Fine. Let's see. How about pendants? No. I can see Dog wearing that armor. Oh, yeah. Oh, he's got more quest information for us. Okay. What's up?
That's incredible.
So you got yourself something new. A charm, eh? Those things are fascinating. But the one you got is different from the others I've seen. Oh, so it was made with first Wyverian melding techniques. You know what? I'm going to talk to this Elder Melder character and see if she'll teach me how to make charms here at the smithy. What are we hammering together this time?
And another.
Oh,
Fiver! I have good news. It's about the Great Ravine where Zora Magdaros passed through. The terrain there is unique, wouldn't you agree? I'd like to call it Nature's Citadel. Well, while we're gazing up upon its walls, me and my brethren in the second started itching to build something. What we came up with was a special arena. How's that for impressive? Basically, it's an arena that's modeled after the terrain in the Great Ravine. We set it up with a bunch of gadgets and other gimmicks that'll help you hone your hunting skills. Might even run into one of those monsters you've captured. Sign up for special arena quests. Use the quest counter or the quest board. Worth a try at least once, wouldn't you agree? You got any more for us? Nope. We have finally exhausted his dialogue. And yeah, we're definitely gonna... I mean, I might just pick up the tsetse armor by the time we return. Working hard? What's that? You heard me mumbling? Yeah, the chef asked me to rustle up some ingredients for him. I've still got so much eating to do. Whoa, you serious? You'll go and get them for me? Oh, thanks. You're a lifesaver. You fivers got to look out for each other, huh? Well, here are the details. Good luck. Well, good news. We already got it. You interested in bulking up the canteen with more ingredients? Now that's what I'm talking about. All you have to do is sign up for and complete the quests. It's a crying shamos, and what a bunch of abalone. Knock those out, and we'll get that menu so bulky, you make gains just from reading it. And don't let me down. I love the muscular chef. He is one of the best. Dusty says hello. Hi, Dusty. I hope you're being good. Better be.
Hey.
All right. Come on. Can we cultivate another thing? Let's see. What exactly do I need? Would love to develop more than just ivy. I think. Oh, we're not quite there yet.
Greetings.
Okay, that's fine. It'll happen next time we're done. Next time we finish a mission or something like that. Feast of fish. Boom. Now we have more materials. And we're good. So, with that, we're done with Monster Hunter World for the day. Next time, we get to go after another Palumu. Along with a whole bunch of other assigned quests, a new area, the Rotten Vale. Or the Rotting Vale? Rotten or Rotting. Either way, the rot is real. So, I want to thank everybody for coming. If you've just checked out the VODs or just wanted to see Monster Hunter World, thank you very much. If you want to support the channel, follow, subscribe, click notification bell on your respective sites on Twitch or YouTube. And be sure to check out the VODs on both sites. YouTube's got stuff every single day. But for now, for those of you live, we'll be back with Resident Evil 4 Remake, potentially the finale. So I'm excited about that. But with that, thank you all for coming. Get hydrated, get vaccinated, get messed up. Be good, be safe, be awesome, and be gone. Bye.